Let's go. Olá, pessoal, Rock Cabeça aqui na
Yeah.
área.
Bye bye.
Yes. Rock Cabeça aqui na área com um casal que faz parte de uma banda italiana muito legal. Estou falando do Lowinsky. Isso mesmo, Lowinsky, que está para lançar um novo álbum. E eu recebo aqui o Carlo Pinchetti e a Linda Gandalf. Did I say it right, guys? Linda Gandalf. Is that it?
Gandolfi, yes.
Yeah,
Gandalf.
think
And
that's
Carlo,
fine.
Carlo Pinchetti.
The Gandalf.
Good, nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
So to start, let's go with the bio, Lewinsky bio. You said you are Bergamo's first and only emo band. Do you consider yourselves emo? I didn't get it. It's a joke or what is it?
Yeah, well, let's just say I stole that from Los Campesinos, the band from the UK. We're not really an emo band, as you read that in the vocabulary of what is an emo band.
Mhm.
But I think we have kind of a mood that can be close
We definitely are emo persons.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Not
that's the
like
point.
an emo band, but not like what is known as an emo band normally. But we definitely are emo people.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the point.
Yes. And you do the sound you make is the perfect mix between the romantic Italian songs and indie rock. Uh, do you get that from Italian music, like romantic 70s, and put out in a modern format like indie rock, Lemonheads? How do you explain the sound you make?
Oh, well, about the, the songs, you
Yeah,
have to talk to him because he's the author.
he's
Yeah,
the
well,
writer.
They come from him, but I can say, and I think I can speak for both of us. We grew up in that music environment. You know, we had, I think your parents, as well as mine, used to listen to Italian melodic music in the 80s and 90s. So that's definitely a background. If even if it's not a chosen one,
Mhm.
but grew listening to that music. So I think that a little bit it has some impact on
They just spend a name, Battisti.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Andrea Battisti or I don't
Yeah.
I can't remember others,
Yeah,
but
it's in our DNA. We couldn't avoid that growing up. So
Mhm.
even if we didn't really like that, or if we like that, we couldn't avoid it.
but
So
you
it's in
can't
us.
avoid it even now. It's basically part of the culture nowadays, as well as in the past days. So yes, it's there. So
But if I have to mention a record that changed absolutely my life in terms of what I perceive as what I can get from music is a cassette from Simon and Garfunkel that my parents used to play in the car when we were driving to the sea. So that's the record that changed my life. But I have to be honest, and I have listened to a lot of Italian pop music growing up, like, just like everybody, I think.
Yes. And you guys have been around for 2017 or even more. How did you form the band?
Yeah, I think the first record, the first AP is from 2017. Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah.
And
yeah, the band.
it always have been the five piece.
No, it has always changed a lot. It's
Mhm.
basically me and friends and people who want to play with me. Just until like a couple of years ago, when we settled in those five people, and we were actually a band. It was not always a band project because sometimes it was just me and people who came in the studio with me to record, and then other people who came to on stage with me. But right now, I can say we're an actual band, and everyone is very involved in his role in the band, just like every other band, and I'm very, very grateful for that.
Carlo, you come from other bands too, right? You like the most
Yeah,
experienced musician in the band. Can we say that?
yeah, I'm very old.
Yes. And now you preparing a new album. It seems like you are focused on Lowinsky. It's gonna be your major project from now on.
Yeah, of course.
Mm,
It's absolutely my main project. I still go out sometimes with my guitar doing some gigs alone or with Linda sometimes. I love that, but Lewinsky is absolutely my main project right now. I'm very focused on the record. I think it's a very good record. I think everybody you speak to,
mm,
they always say they have a great record coming, but I,
mhm.
I'm I'm pretty convinced that it's Lewinsky's best record to date. So I'm very, very focused and happy with that.
So since you mentioned Alice is inicia a capire. Alice begins to understand. Is that the
Yeah.
translation? Who's that Alice? Don't tell me it's Alice in Starting to Happen. No, it's Allison's. Yes.
Well, let's just say it comes from a song on the record
Mhm,
that has the same title, and it is truly, truly connected with Lemonheads
mhm,
because I took some song title from Lemonade songs that I like, and I just translated them in Italian, and
mhm,
I put them one after the other in a way that it kind of makes some sense in the
mhm.
song.
Yes. Your influence.
And and then which also mentions my drug body, and then the song came out, and then the title, and
Mhm. So your influence, Lemonhead's influence
I,
is
I
huge.
think I've lost you for a moment,
Yes, I know.
Marcos.
I'm gonna repeat. Your Lemonhead's influence,
Yeah, of
as we
course.
know, it's huge. It's huge. Even the label is called Tenderfoot. Tenderfoot, the label. Uh, Tell me when this
Yeah,
worship
yeah.
begins from the Lemonheads. How does are you consider a fan of the Lemonheads? Because all your songs have a lot of Lemonheads influence. Tell us the story behind it.
Well, I think the story goes back to when I was a child living in France and watching Entertainment because of that Summer and Garfunkel cover.
Hmm.
Obviously, you know of that song because of that cassette I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I heard about the Lemonade. Sometimes it just blossomed in my life. And when I started to sing, I saw that that, that strange thing that you can be a great singer, have a good voice, even if you're not Freddie Mercury
Hmm.
and you're singing in a low register, and it can be even more beautiful. And that's what brought me totally through that trip in Lemonade's history and towards Evan music and Evan's voice. So it's a connection that started because of his voice mainly, and then was total love.
Hmm.
Ivan is a sort of muse to him.
Yeah,
Is it correct?
Hmm. Go.
you also.
Yeah,
You
second
did,
place.
and you did open for Evan. Tell us the story. You open your solo. You did a solo show and opened for Evan then.
yeah, that was obviously a, a highlight of my musical career. It was a few months ago in Milan, when the person who manages the venue asked me to open. It was something I could not believe, actually. So I have to take a few breaths and think about that. But then it was like great, even if I was sad at the beginning, because Evan and Antonia took their time in Milan, so he didn't show up for sound check, which is
It's
okay. He
common.
was just playing with his guitar. He didn't need to sound check. But I initially wanted to speak with him and them and have some fun at dinner, but they took their time. They went through Milan, and that was okay because it was a big tour for them. So uh, they did the right thing. But on my perspective, I was sad because I just wanted to meet them. So I actually played my show without meeting him. Uh, but then when he finished his concert, I asked the manager of the venue if I could go to his dressing room and just say hi and give him a record. And then, yeah, when that was okay, I went to his dressing room. He was there with Antonia, and they were like the nicest people ever. And I sit with him. He just told me, take the guitar. I went there, and that was his magical J45 that I saw in so many videos of him. And we just played like a few songs together, like Replacements and Big Star. And then we had a conversation. He just gave me stickers and a print of his drawing, and I was just like a kid in a toy shop, you know. Everywhere I looked, it was just where I wanted to be and with who I wanted to be. So it was like the best gift in my musical career, my very small musical career.
Yes, you're gonna have another chance. You just wait. You're gonna have another chance.
Yeah,
So, like
I hope.
Evan and just wait. Like Evan and Juliana, you seem to have you and Linda. She sings backing vocals, and you do the vocals, or you invert sometimes. Do you also get that from the Lemonheads? This backing vocal, Juliana Hatfield and Evan, you brought to Lowinsky too. That's dynamic.
Well, on my side, of course, of course. But I would ask Linda what she thinks about that.
Well, I think that it really evolved through years because the first record, I really wasn't into singing.
Hmm.
That wasn't something I was very into. You know what I mean? I don't know. That was just not something that felt particularly natural to me. So I think that I had like a low profile even when singing,
Mm.
and then going live and making other records afterwards. I felt it was just a little bit more comfortable.
Mhm.
So I think that this has influenced the way I sing in our next record, which is a little bit more, I don't know, maybe a little bit less shy than in the beginning, something like that.
Yeah, she's the best singer.
Yes.
And I give you this anticipation.
Mm.
There's a record of covers of Bright Eyes songs that is about to come out in the next weeks. And we, as a band, recorded a Bright Eyes song for that record. And she also recorded a solo song on that record, which is
cool.
the cover of one of Bright Eyes' best song, which is Poison Oak, and she sings alone, and it's like incredible. You have to hear that. I will send you that as soon as it come out. It's incredible, really, really.
I don't know what he's trying to get from this.
Yeah, his suspect. His suspect.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah,
I'm
talking
being
about
honest.
that, how is to be a couple inside a five-piece band?
Sometimes it makes things easy. Sometimes it makes things very hard and difficult. It really
Mm,
depends. You know, you never have a solo space, not in the house, not in the band. So we're not kids anymore. So we have kids. So we really have to really want to have a solo time.
mm,
we It's not something that comes natural with our life experience of everyday life. So sometimes it can be hard because maybe we're having a fight at home and we take it to the rehearsals because it's natural and normal. But sometimes, of course, it is a good point because there is so much confidence in doing things together. So
mm,
it really can be mixed feelings sometimes, but it's okay, of course.
Yeah, I do really appreciate collaborating with other people. I was always the main writer in all my musical projects, but one thing I've always loved was to just take the song in the rehearsal space and just sing it with the guitar to everyone, and then to say, let's just build the song. I want everyone to do what it feels like doing with the instrument on this song. I don't want
mm,
to tell people how to play the song. Of course, there's a mood, there are words, the melody is there, so it's mainly my song. But the contribution of everybody is very important, and I don't want to tell anybody what to do. Sometimes I can say, I don't like that, try something else, please, but it's very rare. Most of the time, I love what people offer to the song.
Carlo, you said to me once you have a dream to have Evan Dando as you featuring in Lowinsky. So invite him. I'm gonna send it to him. Invite him.
Yeah, yeah, I'd love to have him. I have a couple of songs I think are great for his voice, would be great for him. And I know he loves to sing other people's songs. If they're good, of course, they have to be good. When you have Tom Morgan writing for you, you can be sure there are
Mhm.
pretty good songs. But I think I have a couple he could sing very good and would enjoy. So if you can ask him, I will send him.
Evan is waiting for you.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I
Evan,
will.
you're waiting for me.
I promise I will. If he uh, calls me, if he calls me, he never calls. So let's talk a little bit about the new single. Bruxa. Bruxa is coming August 29. It's the first single. What can you say about that single? I know that Linda is the main singer, right? Is the lead vocalist in the single. Bruxa.
So this was, I think, one of the first songs that we recorded,
Yeah?
and it really changed this shape from the former song that he brought to the rehearsal room in the beginning, because it still is a soft song from some point of view, but it really has even a stronger, I don't know how to call it.
Melody?
Yeah, of course, but it's very rich in sound. I think it is like built built song,
Hmm.
and I really enjoyed to sing the song because I think that the parts which we choose to that make sing are really um, good for my voice, my register. So
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it, and I really liked how it came up in the end. But that's something that always happens in
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
evolving of the song, and it's very when satisfying to see how a song can evolve and become even something very different from what you heard the first time. Because I used to hear every song he writes, like he plays his guitar in our bedroom, so it's just like some drafts.
Yeah, beforehand you got the song.
Yeah, and it's very nice to see how it can become something very different sometimes. This is the case of Ruta.
I think it has a pretty good chorus.
Yeah.
The best in the record, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
And the great video.
Mm-hmm. And something unique in Lowinsky, though all the songs have this melody, you like melodies, right? It's easy to
Yeah.
remember the songs. Like it's really beautiful, and also you mix between English and Italian. You have this urge to mix because of your influence. You don't have to lose it, but you also want to speak to Italian. Tell us,
Exactly.
you want to be understood where you live, right? Is that it?
Well, when I was younger, playing indie rock, you had to sing in English because everyone around was saying you just can't sing in Italian. It's not a genre that is good for Italian language. So I wrote a few records with my first band in English, but my kid is here. Our kid
Mhm.
is here. But my English was not that good at that moment. So having a full album of lyrics in English was not that satisfying to me. Then with another project, Finisterre, I started to sing in Italian in that one, and that was just like,
Mhm.
how do you say, when something explodes in your mind and you say, well, yeah, that's exactly what I needed to do. What I was sitting on that. Grazie.
Grazie.
And I started to understand that the thing you have to do is just to sing in the language you can write the best. So I started writing Italian without thinking about what kind of genre I was playing or stuff like that. And then meeting people from England and Ireland, some friends that were playing music. They just didn't understand why did I have to sing in English rather than in my language. And then everything became clear. But now sometimes I still feel like writing something in English. My English is better. I read stuff in English, so I think like I can write a couple of songs in a record
Mhm.
in English, and they came out I think pretty good
Yes,
in an album that is mainly Italian, of course.
yes, of course. And tell us about Brazil. Do you ever visit here? Do you want to try now that Evan's living here? Do you, you miss his wedding? Do you want to? What do you know about Brazil? Tell us about something that
Well, I
you might.
I I don't know enough about Brazil actually, apart from football and music and carnival and
Yeah,
Evan.
so you know
I'm a bit
everything. You know everything.
yeah. It's like what every people would say. I would love to know more. It's just like when people say about Italy, about pizza and
Mhm.
pasta.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's part of the culture. Of course, that's what makes us popular in the world. But when you actually visit a country, you know that there's very more stuff to that country. And I wish to come to Brazil once. Actually, we could come for Evan's wedding, but you know, we just couldn't afford that. So
Mhm.
that was tough. But just the fact that we were invited, that
Yeah.
was great. made absolutely my day when I received the invitation from Antonio. So thank you again, Antonio. Obrigado.
So just a correction. I know from Italy, pasta.
Yeah.
I know Laura Pausini. I know Lowinsky, and I also know Giorgia Meloni. Do you know if
Oh,
she's on drugs or something like that? The last video, she was like
yeah.
crazy.
Giorgia Meloni.
Oh,
I
The,
think she likes snow. Was that snow?
yeah,
Really?
yes,
That
of
was
course.
strange, you know.
I recently changed my hair color because people was keeping telling me that I look like her.
Oh
Tell
no,
me it's
you,
not true.
but
No, she wishes.
you're not a fascist. Don't worry.
No,
Not really.
we hate fascists.
Yeah, I know
You
that.
got rid of fascists in Brazil. Well done. Well
Yes,
done.
yes.
Brazilians. Well
He's
done.
trying to come back.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know. They always
Everywhere.
try to come back.
yeah, like Trump,
Always.
like
Everywhere.
fucking Trump. So
Yeah.
I know that the album's coming out just in September, the first single in
Yeah.
August, but I want you to choose some other song, some other Lowinsky songs for our listeners. Tell us something about that and we'll let you go. The kids are anxious.
He wants to go to the sea.
Yeah,
We'll go to the beach then. But please, let's just finish that interview with Marcus. Okay.
yeah.
What song would you
Good kid.
mention?
Oh well. I have to be honest. I really love the soft songs. So in the records, there are two songs which are very, you know, we have specifically two songs which are, I think, very intense, which are beautiful, and the symmetry.
Beautiful is the title.
Yes, beautiful is the title. And I would say those two are my favorites on the record. Yes, beautiful and symmetry.
But just one from the older records because the program is gonna go on air before you release the new
Okay,
album.
from the old records. Okay, so
I would choose the Pujapa, I think.
yes,
No?
but I'm not. No,
Okay.
he's saying the Pujapa, which is the one we had on the split LP with Drew.
Helsinki.
Helsinki. Cool.
But yes, I do love that song, even if I don't know if it's my favorite.
Yeah, just mention your favorite.
I'm just trying to recall all the songs because there are many songs that we don't do live. Of course, the ones that we do live are the most, the one that I remember the most. But I'm trying to recall something from the very old one because I love I love the first record of Lowinsky very much. Yes, and even the EP, the first EP you had, I wasn't part of the band at the time, but I really love that EP.
You don't like Lay?
No, I don't like Lay.
There's a song called Lay I love very much. She doesn't want to play that song live, but I always want to play that one.
Not in my,
She's the boss, I guess. She's the boss. It seems like.
Not true. No, that's not true at all. You can ask all our bandmates. That's not true at all. They're not good.
That's okay. Just mention one you like.
Yeah.
I would say yes, maybe Grande Niente from the last one.
Yeah, okay. Which is a song related to Elliott Smith in some kind of way, Big Nothing. So yeah, I always wear my influences on my sleeve.
Cool. Elliott Smith, a great guy. Cool. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I know you are very busy. Yes, hello.
Thank you very much, Marcos.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice release. Nice release, and we'll talk soon.
E tchau, saluta.
Ciao. Hello.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the internet unstable here, but it's gonna
Ciao.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
good.
Marcos.
Bye bye. Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.